Hey YouTube, I'm going to be demonstrating this evening some more gameplay on my Optoma GT720 projector. I wanted to show some Modern Warfare 3 because I'm aware I've not done that yet. So I'm going to run a couple of videos through on theatre mode just to give myself the opportunity to change some of the settings during play. So you can see maybe a couple of the menus as well. So we'll kick off with some play on Seatown. I tend to play mainly drop zone at the moment. I find there's a lot more objective play going on than some of the other game modes, and I prefer to play the objective wherever possible. I'm not very good. KD doesn't matter at all to me, which is a slight understatement. But you'll kind of see that as I just pile in and try and play the objective by holding or capturing the objective as much as possible. So the projector at the minute is set on absolutely standard. I'm going to pull up the menus in a minute when the game starts so you can see exactly what I mean. Okay, I chose to show you Seatown first of all because it's nice and bright, the lot of sunshine in the image, and it's easy to see. I told you I wasn't very good. Okay, so as you can see, you've got the cinema mode set at the minute. I can change that to any of those. To be perfectly honest, if we change it to game, you see that there's not a great deal of difference between cinema and game. That's kind of why I leave it on the cinema. Bright is significantly brighter. If you're able to get a really dark room, then that's going to look very good in terms of contrast. So what I'll do is I'll leave it on that for now and leave it at standard brightness just so you can see how that looks. I've currently got this set at 16:9 aspect ratio. It will do 16:10 as well, or obviously a 4:3 as well. And this is the first time I've actually used used this particular strike package. I'm not very good at it, as you can see. Okay, so let's see what else we can change about the image. We'll change that back to game now and see how we get on with that, and try and change up some of the brightness. I'll move it to 75 just so you can see how that looks. Okay, to me that's totally washed out and far and away too bright. I'm much sort of happier with a slightly darker image with a bit more contrast. That's probably about ideal in my room at the minute, which is perfectly blacked out. It's around 10:30 in the evening, so obviously there's no ambient light anywhere other than coming from the screen. Let's try and change over some of the contrast and see how that looks. Turn the contrast up, you see again. I think it comes out on the screen that's probably a little bit washed out still as well. So if we turn that back down to kind of 50, halfway, I think that looks a bit better. A little bit lower, I think some of the textures, some of the colours look a little bit muddier. So personally, as I say, I kind of prefer it close to the middle of the road again. Leave it there for now. Sharpness, I don't think makes a massive amount of difference, if I'm being honest. That could be my eyesight, but you see that's on kind of maximum now. I don't think texture wise that looks any different. Don't think it matters what the sharpness is on, to be honest. Not when you shot like a fish in a barrel like that anyway. And changing all these settings from the remote control is quite easy to do. There's a receiver on the back of the projector as well as on the front, so if it's ceiling mounted or on a table, which this is at the minute, you're able to change both. That striker's gonna hurt. I'll try and upload some other gameplay just so you can see how that looks. On different maps with different lighting, obviously, and different textures and so on. It all will look a bit different. If there's anything you particularly like to see, let me know. I'll see what I can do to upload it, just so you can have a look at the different features of the projector. That's me, signing out for now. Hope to see you on the next one.